Today's guest is Prateesha Suresh. She's an accomplished Sattriya exponent with a career spanning over 30 years, specializing in the study and performance of Bharatanatyam as well as Sattriya. She is credited with making great strides in the popularization of Sattriya through large-scale productions as well as lecture demonstrations, both in India and around the world. As an artist, her strength lies in her ability to maintain authenticity of style, a result of her detailed study in choreography, music, and costume. And her work is inspired by the deeper philosophy that is present in every Indian dance form. One of the earliest women performers of Sattriya, Prateesha's achievements include spearheading the shift of Sattriya, the traditionally male dance form, from the Sattras of Assam and into the mainstream. She's also a trained and accomplished Bharatanatyam dancer from the Premium Institute Kalakshetra in Chennai. Her achievements include the improvisation of the dhoti costume for a full-length solo presentation by a female performer with the study of Assamese miniature paintings in manuscripts. She reintroduced the Sattriya Mridanga and Sarinda in her performances, which had gone into oblivion for at least 100 years. Prateesha is also empaneled with Indian Council of Cultural Relations, and she has traveled to various countries to present her work. Her goal of preservation of the ancient arts in the most authentic manner continues to prevail through her work. So, Prateesha, would you like to take the mic? Oh, before that, Prachi.
A small token of appreciation to the artist and a warm welcome to the artist from Cymroza Art Gallery as well as the Museum Society of Mumbai. Prateesha, for you. Thank you so much for coming in today, and I hand over the mic to you now.
I'll start with a small prayer. Shri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Daivaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Nama Jaya Guru Hankara Harba Gunakara Jakiri Nahike Pam Tuhari Sarana Renu Kata Kuti Bare Ko Karo Pranam. At the outset, I would like to thank the Museum Society of Mumbai, the Cymroza Art Gallery, Dr. Feroza Godrej ma'am, Prachi Zariwala, Dr. Prachi Zariwala, Odissi dancer and my good friend, and Priya Mehta. Thank you so much for having me here today. So before we go on to the lecture and to the details, I would like you to watch a small film. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. So I had to give you an idea of how life is and how this whole style was conceptualized and created by a single person who is known as Mahapurush Srimanta Sankardev. So this is the entry to a Sattra. The gate is called Korapat, which you can see, and you can see at both the sides, yeah, this light should be enough. You have, what you see is a lion perching over an elephant. Okay, now we can go to what we have here right in front of you. There also you will see a turtle and an elephant, and perched on top is a lion. Now why am I telling you all this? Because to understand the dance style, it is not only about beautiful movements. It is not only about beautiful jewelry that the dancer is wearing. Sattriya especially is a lifestyle, and more importantly is, can I get the lights, is a philosophy. Why did Sankardeva bring this philosophy? What was the importance? What was the need for him to start Neo-Vaishnavism? Why Neo-Vaishnavism? Because Vaishnavism already existed in that area, the area that we call Assam. It was before called Pragjyotishpur or Kamrup. There are other meanings. You will find the name of Pragjyotishpur in the Mahabharata. Kamrup is because Kamdeva, who was burned to ashes by Shiva, has got back his roop. That is why it's called Kamrup. And Pragjyotishpur is because it is the land where the sun rises. So it is called Pragjyotishpur. So now Sankardeva brought this philosophy because in the medieval ages, amongst other places, even in Assam, there was a lot of practices which was not good for the society at large. Even now, most of you must be hearing about sacrifices to the Lord. And Kamakhya Peeth is known for its sacrifices. You can imagine how it must have been in the 14th or 15th centuries, where blind faith just took over the masses, and there were a section which, well, although I should not say it, but priests who take advantage of their ignorance. And unfortunately, even the king will not know what to do, because they would be led by ministers, they would be led by the Purohit, played a very important role. So Sankardeva brought in Vaishnavism where there was no idol worship. The first thing he did, he removed the idol, very much like what Buddha did. So he removed the idol, because only if there is an idol, you're wanting to worship, you're wanting to sacrifice, you're wanting to kill animals, you're wanting to do anything, because there is an idol in front of you. So I cannot say whether Sankardeva did this and made this whole Simhasan, what it is called, or was it a later development, because we know Sankardeva only through his biographies. So he said, Modhuro muruti muraru Mono dekho hridaye hamaru. Madhura, the sweet. Muruti is the image, the idol. Who's Sri Krishna's? Muraru. Mana dekho hridaye hamaru. Oh mind, I want to see the Lord in my heart, but not what there in front of me. It's not the stone image. So he got rid of that. Now, it was a difficult task for him to make people understand. Instead of going and telling them don't do, he created a whole style. He created a style which was in drama, in dance, in music, in craft, in paintings. So the whole gamut was covered for him, and it became a daily lifestyle for the people. One who were staying in the Sattra, and you know that we relate to something that is visual very fast. I mean, nothing can guarantee it more than social media today. So we relate to it very fast, right? So at that point of time, he brought something visual. And people had not seen this before. They were, of course, the odd kathakars. So there was a style that was already prevalent. I will not say there was nothing, there was zero. No, any style cannot develop in anything that is not there. So he built on that and he created this style. I have already spoken to you about the Naam. Why is it called the Naam Singha? Because he compared the lion. Now we can symbolize something as we feel. Because the symbolism is dependent on the quality of a certain animal. So we have the Ganesha, which is symbolic to the elephant. But he symbolized the elephant as Papa. Now Papa is a very strong word. Papa is not equivalent to sin. What Papa did he talk about? He talked about inertia, not wanting to be active, just leading a life, sleeping, eating, a mundane life. But to get something in life, we have to work. So elephant, because it was very slow to movement, he used it as a symbol of inertia. And the lion, because it was alert and moving and it was roaring, he used it as the symbol of activity. And who symbolized that? It was not only the lion, the Naam. The Naam became very important because we all have a name. Without the name, we are nothing. And after the name comes our Roop. So he gave the importance to Naam. Naam means singing the name of the Lord. And for him, this is the Sattra Naam Ghar. And for him, singing the name of the Lord, and which Lord? He didn't take everyone. The Lord who was above Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, why? Was Shri Krishna. He took Shri Krishna, and here he takes from, we can see from where he had resourced everything. From Gita, that Shri Krishna is the all-pervading Purusha. Now Purusha here doesn't mean a man. Purusha is that which encompasses everything. Everything in the world is encompassed by one thing, and which is Purusha, and which for him was Shri Krishna or Shri Rama, two forms of Vishnu. But if you read his other books, you will understand that Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar were gods which had form. But Krishna, for him, did not have a form, but he took his leelas and he used that to create the drama, to create the dance. This is the Naam Ghar. It's an open hall. At the end of it, you will see that thing that is covered with red is what the Simhasana, which is symbolic, which I have kept here, which has 7 steps, which is equivalent to the 7 Vaikunthas. And what do you reach on top? Once you cross all the Vaikunthas, there is nothing. There is nothingness. And nothingness, that's why there is nothing on top. But that nothingness has the word of the Lord. Where was it kept? In the Bhagavat. So Lord had said that you will find me in the Bhagavat. This is the Simhasana I already showed you. So he created Ekasarana Harinam Dharma. Ekasarana means you surrender to only one. Sharan is surrendering to one. Now surrender doesn't mean, you just surrender. It's not surrendering like that. Because you have to understand that whatever is happening is sometimes your own doing, sometimes it's not your own doing. Because something else is happening. Someone else is controlling. So you surrender to that and Hari. Surrender to Hari and take Hari's name, Nama. Dharma, of course, is a path that leads you. You can call it religion, you can call it whatever you want, but Dharma is a path that he created to lead. And Sattra means Sat, where everything that is pure stays. From where the Sattriya name was coined much later, only in the maybe later 19th or early 20th century. Sattriya was not coined before. So Sattra is somewhere where people with pure mind, with pure intentions stayed together. So it's very important we say Sangat, we sing Kirtan together, we say have the, what do you call that, bhajan together. And we have in Buddha, we have the Sangha. So coming together of people with same mind, same thought was very important. So that's how Sattra was the place. And he believed in Guru Nam Deva Bhakat. To reach the Deva, you have to be first a Bhakta. And who will show you the path? A Guru. And he will tell you how to take the name of the Lord. So he created two things. Actually, it is based on one thing, but it became later two things. It was based on the knot. So the knot is the main foundation on which everything was built. Knot is nothing but a small world that is created, which we see, we see a Natya, means we see a dramatic representation of what Krishna did, what Rama did. Even now we want to watch the Ramayana because somewhere we connect, somewhere we understand, he is so bad, he should not have done that. That's not how you behave with your father. That is not how a woman should be treated. Everything, every time we are learning, it is so universal and so ananta, infinite, that we always come back because in our heart we are always connecting those subtler things. So he created the Natya, which is called the Ankiya Bhaona. Actually it's the Bhaona. Bhaona because it gives you the bhav. It gives you the expressions. Ankiya because his plays were one act. That was never scene division. There are plays of different kinds where you have, many different acts in a play. Now, I will just give you a demonstration of how, because the drama that he created depended on the Sutradhar. So the Sutradhar was like Lord himself. He would hold the sutra. Sutra means the thread, and we are like puppets. We are moving according to the Sutradhar. So this Sutradhar he created from what is also mentioned in the Adi, what we have in the Natya Shastra, where the concept of Sutradhar is very important. But he created something regional. Art is always created in a region because the region gives the art. So he created the Sutradhar. I can have the lights please. Lights please, yeah. So he created the Sutradhar, and the role of this, all the dances that later developed, the many dances that came, which was a part of the worship, was based on the Sutradhari dance. So now when Sattriya dances come about and students are studying and trying to understand what is it. So kisne banaya? See, we have this concept, if you have something, who has made it? We don't understand, and sometimes we make it and we don't have to put our stamp, I did it. But nowadays it's very important, if you don't do it and put your stamp, it will be stolen, someone else will do it, and there are lots of problems. So anyway, those days the bhakats would do something and they would never write anywhere that they have done it. But they were following a tradition. Everything was for the Lord. Everything was for the Guru. So later dances developed, but this Sutradhari dance, and even now every dance in Sattriya starts with a beginning, which is, I'll not do with the music, I will just do it with the bowl that I sing, and I'll explain it. So first I will do the dance. The Sutradhar comes and he takes position. Zin, thak, zin, thak. So this is the first position in Sattriya dance. And this is the Namaskar. So we don't do this first. We have to do this first. So we are bringing the two sides together to one. And we are holding it in front of our heart. And then after that, we are holding it outside. Now this is the world that we have created. Where is the Purusha that is holding everything, and we have to dance now within that. So zin, thak, he moves forward, zin, thak, zin, thak, zin, thak, zin, thak. Now this zin, thak is actually not the Sutradhari's bowl. Sutradhari's bowl is little different. Now that he did, what did he do? I don't know if you noticed or not. He took a flower from his heart and he offered it. So this is called suggestive. In dance or in kavya, in literature, everything doesn't have to be, apparent. If we have to show a flower, we show it. We don't bring a flower and say, hey, flower, 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 flower. We don't do that. We suggest. Okay? So that is the beauty of dance. So in Sutradhari, it is called Khiti Tak Dhei Down. 4. The importance of 4. Like he did Guru Nam Deva Bhakat. 4 is very important in any philosophy, especially in Sankardeva's philosophy. So there is the Namghar, and there are 4 rows of huts in the Sattra. That is 4. Okay? The Vedas are 4. So there are many 4s. We will not get into that now. So he comes, he does this. Khiti tak, dhei down. Khiti tak, dhei down. So the finger comes inside and goes outside. Khiti tak, dhei down. Khiti tak, dhei down. Now he shows to the audience sitting. Khiti tak, dhei down. Now he goes down to the floor. So he is on the floor. Why the floor? The floor is very important for us. That is the Brahma Mandala. That is where we dance. It's very auspicious for us. Now he will bow down to 4 directions. So he will do Khiti tak, dhei down. Right? Because he is in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum, which is the Simhasan, and right side is what is believed to be the, so if this is west, this is east, and this is west, this is north, and this is south. This is the place of Yama. is how it is believed. So first he does here khiti, tak, dhei, down, then left khiti, tak, dhei, down, then front khiti, tak, dhei, down. So he is bowing and then he comes khiti, tak, dhei, down, khiti, tak, dhei, down, khiti, tak, dhei, down. Now his dance starts. Now I'll do the dance with the music because I had to edit, it was a long piece. So now here also he is dancing to sides. Okay, I will do the dance and I will explain.
Kitty tinny takan day tinny kitty day takan jitani tata kitty ta danita kitty tinny takan day tinny kitty day takan jitani tata kitty ta danita kitty tinny takan day tinny kitty day takan jitani tata kitty ta danita kitty tinny takan day tinny kitty day takan jitani tata kitty ta danita tata takan day down, tata takan day down, tata day down, tata day down, tata day, tata day, tata day, tata day, gir 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 now, gir 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 now, ta 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 gir 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 hey dhaga dhaga terkita deita rin tata kiti tak dhaga dhaga terkita deita jidei de terkita deita dhaga dhaga terkita deita jidei de terkita deita jidei de terkita deita jidei de terkita deita tata day down, tata day down, tata day, tata day. You know, gir 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 gir. You know, ta 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 gir 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 gir. Hey, any tak, any tak. Henny tak, oh dream 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 thana dreamik dreamiki thana dream 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 thana dreamik dreamiki thana thana na 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 dreamik dreamiki thana thana na 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 dreamik dreamiki thana gagena gena gena gagena geninang gagena gena gena gagena geninang tumta trikithana de kit.
So you saw he danced to sides and he made circles, right? So this is the way of purification of the space. So we don't, you must have seen puja that happens in our day-to-day life, everyone must have. So the pujari comes and what does he do? Sprinkles water, right? Why? What does he sprinkle? Right? Jharu pocha kar do, ho jayega. Jitna bhi jharu pocha karo, he will come and sprinkle water, right? Because you have to purify that place with a very pure mind. When you are dancing, you are one with the Lord. You are dancing with your body. The most important part. Without this, we are just nothing. We'll disappear. Where body goes means we are dead. So, all that he did was purification of the space. So when he does dhinau, dhinau, so this that he is doing is actually purification of the space that he is doing. Now before that, which I can't show, in the Nritya tradition, which is the Bhaona tradition of Assam, I can't show because there's nothing now. They do an ensemble with the percussion and the cymbals. So percussion is the leather instrument, the khol, and cymbal is the brass instrument which they play together. So this concept that he had was because the subtle element of space is sound. Okay? So he creates and purifies the space with sound initially. And then the Sutradhari comes, and of course I showed you just little bit, there's lots of dance that he does, Sutradhari, and all the later dances was based on this dance. So if any scholar, any student of dance has a doubt, who created, we have to only go back and look at Sutradhari dance, and since Sankardev has created Sutradhari, the later, a parampara was created where the later disciples added onto that. Something started happening. Anyway, so he wrote 6 plays, that is total 12 Vanak plays, because Sankardeva's prime disciple was Madhav Deva. So we never say one guru, we always say 2 gurus, because Sankardeva gave everything was his. Everything means is not, he had lots of gold and diamonds. He just gave whatever I have to him, and because that later on, as is normally the, we have seen it in Kabir, we have seen everything, fights happen and all, and 4 sections happen, but that's not immaterial here. So Sankardeva wrote 6 plays based on Krishna, and 1 was based on Rama. And Madhav Deva wrote 6 plays, but Madhav Deva, look at the bhakti for the Guru. He never wrote a play that was same like Sankardev. He never wrote. His plays were different. They were called Jhumura, because he knew he cannot replicate the Guru. He had that much bhakti, and his plays were called Jhumuras, which were to deal with little Krishna, and the language that was used is called Brajavali. Now, Brajavali is a very common term, the language of Braja is called Brajavali. But Sankardeva, what he did is, he used the Maithili and mixed a little bit of Sanskrit and Assamese and created something new, because he wanted that, whatever he presented to be poetic, not very gross. So, when we dress up even for a dance, we want it to look poetic. We take that effort to create that. Why? Because we are no more us. Our identity is gone. We are now a dancer. We are now representing something else. Either we are a Krishna, or we are a Rama, or we are Sita, or we are Bhakta. What my role as a wife, as a mother is in the house. Here I am different. So this is in the dramatic representation, we find the Sutradhari dance, we find the Gopi Nach. Gopi Nach is, then because everything was around the Gopi, so it was Gopi dance, and then Praveshka dance, Probehornas. In Assamese the Sha we pronounce as Ho, It is not ha like the Mexican, but it is somewhere in between. It's ha. So it's called Prabehornas. Like it's not Sattriya. In Sanskrit it is Sattriya. In Assamese it is Hotriya. Ho. Yeah, we say Hotriya. So the Gopi Naj, the Praveshka dance, these are the dances that we have. And then we have Yuddhaka dance. So these were created by him. So now we have the repertoire. Either we call Nach in a colloquial language, or we call in a more classical term Nritya, dance. But colloquial language we call Nach. Now Sutradhari you have seen. Krishna Nach is the dance of Lord Krishna. Then Lord Krishna again dances with his friends when he is gone to the fields and eats with them, which is called Baharnas or Bhojan Bebaharnas. So these dances were created or built on Krishna's life. Then we have Nadubhangi. Nadubhangi again is one Krishna's dance. It's believed that he danced in the the Kaliya Hrad, but that is not very confirm answer. And then we have the Yuddha and Prabhe. Now I will do the Jhumura dance. So the Jhumura dance, so in Sattriya we have section, Jhumura or certain dances which are Krishna's dances are masculine in nature, including Sutradhari. And the dances which are not masculine are feminine. It's the same movement, they will do it softly. There is no difference ki, this is this, same movement. It is how you execute the movement. So Jhumura dance, the basis of Jhumura dance was when Krishna, Krishna and the gopis, they play Ras. So one day when they were, now Ras happens every day, in the Krishna Loka. So when he was dancing, the gopis became very proud, because he went around, loving them. It's like, so if you give importance to someone too much, that's what happens. The importance goes off. So to teach them a lesson, because anything if you don't get, you value. If you get, you don't value. That is for us mundane life. But for Krishna is that Krishna is not mine or yours. Krishna is everyone. The gopis cannot think that Krishna is only ours. So to teach them a lesson, he disappears from there. And they are crying and searching for them. And finally they decided कि अभी कैसे लाना होगा, how to bring him back. Okay, Gungan, that we know even happens now. You like someone, you do Gungan, and he will be there everywhere for you. So he started. So this psychology of wanting someone to like you is to do Gungan is ages old. So sir, आपको क्या चाहिए? It's like that. So anyway, the Jhumura dance, that's why the dancer wears a skirt, which I am not wearing now. Okay, so I'll be going like that. I hope that's all right with all of you. So this is a skirt that is worn. Okay, even the Sutradhari wears a skirt. And this can have many connotations because Sutradhari also wears a headgear. So there are connotations of how, because he is the Sutradhar, because he is the Lord, his costume is half male and half female, which I will show you. And the Jhumura also, the ladies, it's a very masculine dance, but the ladies are wearing a skirt with a turban on the head. Volume is little less. Help?
Nita kirata gitti tanita kiratak. 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 Didi Deya, Kita Tata, Kitty Tak, Didi Deya, Kita Kita Deya, Kita Kita Deya, Kit Day down, Didi Deya, Kita Kita Deya, Kita Kita Deya, Kit Day down, Didi Deya, Kita Kita Deya, Kita Kita Day, Kit Day down, Kita Dina, Kit Day down, Derdina, Danny, Tata, Nita, Danny. Dina, Kit Day down. Kita tata kitty tak, dina kid day down ta, kid day down ta, kid day na day, dina kid day down ta, kid day na day, dina kid day down ta, kid day na day, kita dina kid day down, dina, dani, tata, nita, dani. Dina kita tak down. Kita tata kitty tak, dina kita tak down, kita tak down, kita tak down, dina kita tak down, kita tak down, kita tak down, dina kita tak down, kita tak down, kita dina kita down, dina, dani.
Because when you edit a dance, no, it becomes so difficult because they're used to the flow. So anyway, you have noticed that these are very masculine movements that they do. But that is the concept. Here, nowhere do they sing about it. That's the foundation. That is where the dance was built, the Jhumura dance. Now, as I told you, we have Angik, Vachik, Aharya, Satik, the four forms of Abhinaya. Angik is what we did just now. Vachik. Now in Vachik, what Sankardeva had many ways of presenting the Vachik. So in the beginning of the drama, which if we are very, conversant in the Sanskrit drama or old dramas, the drama always starts with a Nandi shlok. Okay, so why Nandi? Nandi because it gives Ananda. That is why Nandi shlok. Which starts because the journey that you are going to do is of happiness. When you are watching a drama, you are seeing Ravan taking Sita away. Are you enjoying or not? Why are you enjoying? Why are you not standing there and how can he take and having a fight? No, it's not like a cricket match where you are fighting. Okay, we are enjoying. That is the beauty of the drama that takes you, that connects you, but still you enjoy it. So, Nandi Shlok is sung and is not acted out. So I am talking about the Vachika. So Yannama Khila loka shoka chamanam. Yannama Khila loka shoka chamanam. Whose name? Akhila loka shoka. The whole word sorrow is vanquished. Yannama Khila loka shoka chamanam. Yannama Premaspadam. We get love. Prema spandan hota hai. Yannama Premaspadam. Yannama Shravanat Punati Shvapacha Prapnoti Moksham Shitau. Yannama Shravanat Punati Shvapacha. Who is Shvapacha? Is the Chandal, who is in the graveyard. Prapnauti, he again, even being a Chandal is considered to be a bad work. He also gets moksham. Yannama Pina Plavaha. He is the boat that takes us across. Punati Shvapacha Prapnoti Moksham Shitau. Yannama Pina Plavaha. So the song here, it's actually a recitation. It's not a song. Although it's in raga, it doesn't have that, which makes you feel very nice. It's like a prayer. Okay? So that is a vachik that he uses. Then the next vachik, it's called a bhatima. Bhatima is a panegyric, like when you sing the praise of someone. So when I sang in the beginning, Shri Krishnaya Vasudevaya Daivaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. That is considered the Deva Bhatima. Then I sang Jaya Guru Hankara Harba Bina Jakari Nahi Ke Upam. Sorry, Jaya Guru Hankara Harba Gunakara Jakari Nahi Ke Upam. Tuhari Sarano Renu Hotakuti Bareko Paruhu Pranam. Bareko Karuhu Pranam. So this was written by Madhav Deva for his guru. So this is the Guru Bhatima. Then we have other Bhatimas. So in the drama, the Sutradhar dances, and now he is talking about what is going to happen. So first he establishes the hero. So he will go and say, so first he will sing, he sings the shloka. Then he sings the second part of the shloka, which is called Apicha, because Apicha also, he tells the story, and then he sings the Bhatima. Bhatima is, E Jaya Jaya, E Jaya Jaya. Who is he saying Jaya Jaya to who? To Krishna or Rama. Jaya Jaya, E Jaya Jaya, Jodukula, Yadukul. Parama prakahaka nahaka kanhara pran. So he is now explaining. So this is again a form of talking, but talking in a dramatic way. So I will not go there. I hope I am sticking in to time. Okay. So I told you this is the Sutradhari's costume. So look at the costume. Can you see the costume? The costume has a headgear. The headgear again has a meaning. The headgear is, you can see the back side is lifted up. I mean, like it has a bent. And this is because, when we do puja, we have something, like a fish like. Koha it is called, kosha, with which we pour water. So it's in that shape, and then this is what he wears. It's all white. So it has 3 divisions. Dance has 3 divisions. Any dance in the, this will not play, will it play? any dance in the Sattriya repertoire has 3 divisions. You can give me the light. So the 3 divisions is first is called the lights please. The Ramdani. Ramdani is the beginning, then the Gitar Obhinoy, and then the Mela. These are the 3 divisions of dance. But the dance per se has 4 divisions. That is, the first division is where the music starts. So that is the first division. So that's called Rag Rapone, because no dance starts, even today you notice, without the musicians first. Any dance will start with the musicians first, and then only the dance starts. Because if the dance starts, the music creates the atmosphere, the music gives you the mood, the music creates, the mood for even the dancer. So music starts, gets called Rag Rapone, then Ramdani, which I came forward, and the dance movements, although that was Sutradhari, the same concept is followed in other dances also. Then we have a small song which is called Gitar Obhinay. Now this Gitar Nas, actually in Sattriya the dancers dance in front of the Lord. So they don't do any Abhinay. They just dance, they offer there, they sing. The dance is done. Am I getting bored? Okay, dance, are you feeling sleepy? Okay, the dance is done as an offer. So anyway, I will go to the next dance. So I am going to do where there is the music, the Abhinay, and also in between the bowls come. So when we say, your face looks like the lotus to Sri Krishna. Okay, so this is Kanai. Kanai ro ko. We never show like this. We always turn around. Komolo mukha. Pekhi teno yono hukho. I search for you, and when I see you, my eyes are happy. Then Kuti Indu. Indu is moon. So in Sattriya, moon is showed like this. So crores of moons. Genie means winning them over. Paro kahe. He is so bright. Okay, even brighter than crores of moons.
আভির বালক সঙ্গে খেলানো খেলায় রঙ্গে আভির বালক সঙ্গে খেলানো খেলায় রঙ্গে রহিয়া কদম্ব তরু তলে হাকি হাকি বংশী বাই বংকী মনয়নে চাই হাকি হাকি বংশী বাই বংকী মনয়নে চাই কদম্বের মালা লোলে গলে
If you have any doubts like what did you show, please ask me. First part I said, second part I didn't say. Like he's compared to the Shama, the water laden, clouds, his body. Okay, so the water laden clouds are like his body. And Abhiro Balako. Abhiro is the cowherd boys. So he plays around with the cowherd boys, and Krishna never looks straight. Krishna always looks tedha. So कब क्या कर सकता हूँ, you know, is always naughty. So Krishna is always looking tedha, and he's always he's always like that. Poor Rama was straight, and Krishna was like changed everything, you know, all the concepts. So now I'll go back to how the Sattriya dance is practiced. You have seen those small boys. Those small boys are brought into the Satra. Now let me also tell you that all Satras are not celibate monks. Not all Satras are celibate monks. There are family Satras where married people stay. They, like I said, these masks, right? Paintings, those are done in certain Satras. They also have dance, but what we see today, what we have been named, you know, very sadly, unfortunate, they have just taken one school, which is in Majuli called Kamalabari. So the celibate monks, the Sankardeva taught everywhere. Sutradhari dance you can find in the Satra, even find in the village in Amghar, everywhere. But fortunately or unfortunately, this Majuli place where the Satras are there, celibate monks preserved it. You know, they had the parampara. So no women can learn. Very bad. You know. And I have to joke. Now all of you go to sleep. So I have to joke. That's given. So no woman could dance. Now, sometimes what happens, we make a big deal out of nothing. You have to understand that Sankardeva is not that he hated women, but even when he was propagating this movement, he cannot do something adverse that affects the society. In the Middle Ages, in the medieval ages, women didn't do the arts. That is not because of him. That maybe we have to ask Manu Smriti, you know. So it has been handed down from ages that women can do and can't do certain things. It's the other way around now. Anyway, so I mean, tell me, you can't do something, I'll jump into that first. You said I can't do, let me prove it to you. Climb the Himalayas, do cycling. I know, so sad. It's you know, Go to space, yes. All men undermined us. Isn't this the place for me to say that? Right. So anyway, because in the medieval ages this was not allowed, so, sorry, okay, so he didn't do, but as you saw, they were involved in singing the kirtans and bhajans. They did not dance. So this is where it was preserved. The dance was preserved. But today if you go, any research worker goes, like it's my experience, you will find some dance in any satra, and they're different, yet the style is same. So a region always gives, not a reason, but a region gives a reason for the art to develop. So इसीलिए साउथ का खाना ऐसा है, नॉर्थ का खाना ऐसा है, and you know, similarly in dance, you will find the same movement, the same body, you know, way of the body moving. So it is how it developed. So these boys were brought, and they are taught all these exercises to make their bodies supple, because they are young and they have to make, because you notice that, you know, it has a lot of these movements which the twist and turn of course I am old and I can't do this thing, but nevertheless, you know, you have to train. At one point of time maybe I could. So the body has to be trained, and like we have in cricket, even in dance, even the Sattra also, after a certain age you can't do. You can't, you know, you will get tired. We force ourselves to do, but the body also ages. So they are trained and they are brought up by the celibate monks as a mother. But it's not that they don't have any relation with their parental house. They go and see their mother, they go and see their father, they visit them, they have a duty towards them. It's not that you left everything and become, it's not a sannyasi. That's the difference. A sannyasi is where you leave everything, you detach yourself and you go. But this is not like that. Although they are called monks, they are actually not monks in that sense, because they have to look after their parents. It's like a gurukul, where they learn and they teach, and also if they want to go out and get married, they are allowed. But they can't stay here. But of course, you can't get married and stay with celibate monks. God knows what will happen. Anyway, so they don't stay, right? I'm doing too much with my joking. So, sorry Prachi. So these are, you know, you can see this is the equal to the chakrasan. And this is, you know, look at this movement. You know what it is named? It's called a peacock drinking water. Isn't it so beautiful? You know, it exactly looks like a peacock drinking water. That's how it has been named. This is, you know, you will see this is actually, you have these small, you know, jars where you keep oil. That is what it's named after, tel to pee. So that small children can remember this. So now I went straight away to dance, but before that I forgot to, you know, not did I forget, I thought okay, let me spruce up my talk. So the basic movements that we have. So we have the basic, lights please. Yeah. So basic movement, basic stance which we call, on which the foundation on which we dance is called ora, which is in Sanskrit called, or in Natyashastra, Ardha Mandala. So am I right Malti? So you have to take one foot of your own, okay, in between both your feet, your shanks apart, and this is called the ora. Now Purush ora. Purush, one though I have told you it has a different philosophical meaning, and the other is the masculine. So masculine is this, where you open up, and the feminine is this. Okay. In philosophical concept, the Prakriti always stands inside the Purusha, if you look at that in a philosophical concept. This is the Prakriti ora. Then if you have to show anything female, you have to bring the hands in the front. Okay. Then, ma'am, anything? Okay. Then we have like Dvibhanga, where we move the body and break it into two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, along with the Dvibhanga, if you have noticed, my body is going up and down, right? Even when now the Jhumura dance was, sung at a very high speed. Normally, all dances are only medium pace. It's not sung in such high speed, but the recording was in very high speed. So, this that I am doing, this is called the Ulah. Ulah means like the wave of the river. One is the wave of the ocean, which is very fierce, the wave of the river. Ulah means something that floats. Undulation is what you can call it, goes up and down. So, when I am moving my body, that is first thing I have to learn to do in Sattriya. That whatever like, I am moving the body. I am never standing still like this. I am always moving. So, that is the Ulah. Then we have the Samabhanga. Sama is where this again is Sama, which is equilibrium. Okay. And then we have the Tribhanga, where it breaks into 1, 2, 3, Tribhanga. And those are the basic structures. Then we have variety of movements, like suppose I have to do a jump, like you saw me doing jump like this, right? Okay. So, this jump is a masculine jump. Now, the same jump if I have to do like a female dance, then I have to do, so it is in the front, it's softer, it is not opening, the same thing. Okay. And then we have, this is a very common movement, both male and female we do the same thing. This which I showed you is called Jalak. Jalak means something that is, in Hindi we say Jhalak, same thing, Jalak. Then we have something called Muruka. Muruka is where you, twist something. The name is called Muruka. So, you do this, khitti tak ratta ni, khitti tak ratta ni, khitti down, khitta de, dhinna nitta, khitta de, dhinna nitta, khit tak. So, this is where we twist. Okay. Now we have, you saw me going in, big circular movement, right? So, this is called Mota Pak. Pak means the Brahmari, Pak, where we turn around. So, we open up, and in Sattriya you cannot take, you are not allowed to take the hands up so much. You have to remain in the circle only. So, it is this much only. I am creating a circle. Okay. Now, equivalent to this, when I am doing a female dance, which you saw, I do this. So, it is a very graceful movement. This is called Prakriti Pak. So, basically difference is Purush and Prakriti. Why does it play by its own? Okay. So, I already told you about the music. So, music is based on ragas. Okay. So, ragas are like, you have different raga name, Dhanashri, Sarat and Emat Kalyan, but the whole raga system is very different. It is not like Hindustani, it is not like Carnatic, okay, like the Sarat rag. So, it will be Hare Shyam Mamuruti Pito Ambaru I mean, curse me if you want, but I'm still getting the, grips of the saregama and, and the saregama and all that, because I could not become a musician. I was so busy becoming a dancer. Now, the devotional songs have one drung, it is called drung, which is the, what do you call that? The refrain, okay, which keeps repeating, and the pada. So padas are 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if you sing Aresha Mo Muruti Pita Aresha Mo Muruti Pita Om Borula Are no Pankaja again comes back to the refrain. But this is, we have two types of song. One is, as you can see, that song which is sung in the Ankiya Bhaona, and the other song is the Borgit. Now the Borgit is called Borgit. Bor means something which is of a higher order. Borgits are devotional songs. Devotional songs, that is why Sankardev did not name it Borgit. It is his disciples who name it Borgit, because Borgits are very philosophical. And like suppose we sing Bula Ramna, it's a Dhanashri Rag. Bula Ramna Mehe Mukuti Nidana. Bula Ram, if I sing Bolahu Ram, you can understand if you change a little bit the phonetics. Bolahu Ram Namehe Mukuti Nidana, matlab the name gives you mukti. So it is a higher order. But Kanairo, that's a little dramatic, where you are showing, where you are acting out. So there are two types of music. And then the devotional songs are also sung in the Prabandhagana style. Okay, Prabandhagana style is where different tala patterns come. That's called the Prabandhagana style. Of course, now it's not there in many places, the Prabandhagana style, but it's still practiced in Assam. So we have basic talas, like what I did in the beginning, din, thak. It is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is thukoni. Thukoni means anything that you do, like we have that, usko kya bolte hain, mortar that we piso, that one. So anything like that, that's the tal. Then we have the ek tal, like zin tak tanangane tak te din tak tanangane tak kanai roko 1, 2, 3, 4 pekhite no yo no hu, that is ek tal. Then Sutta tal is, now I am not going to tell you all the talas, it will take too long. Sutta tal is Jhumura, I danced and I kept on doing this. So it is Kitta, diddi, nakdi, tani, kitta, did. So the beat is coming after the word. It's off beat. So that's called the Sutta tal. And then you have various other 7 combinations and all that. And these are the technical terms, right? Gaman is, which gets repeated, the tal. Bhangani, where the tal breaks. Then you have the different combination of talas. It's also in dance. Now, dance is based on tala. So how the tala goes, the dance goes like that. Sukh is where it's a faster pace, and ghat is where you end. So Abhinaya is only present in Natya. Actually, now we are doing Abhinaya. So let me see if I can do something. Okay, I'll do one piece where when Krishna is again, with the Gopikas. So in Sankardeva's drama, he introduced an asura, which came. He wanted to. There is a story where Shankarchura married Tulasi, and he was told that if you take the gopis or something, whatever it is, he introduced this asura called Shankarchura. So Shankarchura comes, these gopis get scared, and then they are scared, and he chases the Shankarchura out. When he comes again, he finds the gopis are shivering in fear. Then he dances and plays with them. So I will just do that. Sorry, I played the wrong one. So he loves this one, loves that one. Now what I took out, did you understand? Anyone? You understood what I took out? And he was giving. Because it's a very regional concept. Huh? Yes. Right. Is it my music? Is it music? Okay. So, Pan and Tambul, which we say, is very auspicious. In Assam, in any part of the country, betel leaves and betel nut is very auspicious. So, there is something called Pandan, Pandan Seva, which we have. So, in the olden days, giving pan meant a sign of respect. So he was giving pan to the gopis. Now this is not very something common that you will find in dance. So what happens is, the song is saying, this I composed it, it's not a traditional composition. Ramaya Karu Madana Khela. So Ramaya, who is Ramaya? Krishna. He is doing Madana Khela. Ramaya, till I sing, I just don't get the words, I don't know why. Ramaya Karu Madana Khela. Khele honge ronge, khele honge ronge, goparamani, mela. Goparamani means gopiyon ka jo mani hai. He is the priceless thing. So he is playing with him. Then he goes, kaha ko hori hahi kore mano. He smiles and he does, tum hi badi ho. He surrenders himself, and some he gives the palm. So I just brought snippets. Now there are lots of movements you saw. There are a lot of movements that are there. Do you want me to, Prachi, show more movements? Do you think?
You can show something to just wind up as the.
Okay, okay, okay. So I will do two small dances. One is I will show you how a dancer gets a song and then she has to use her own imagination, right? So the literature is there, and then you have to put your own imagination. So there is something which Sankardev wrote called Kirtan. In the Kirtan they say how, they were tied up. So explicitly it doesn't say maybe the words, but then we have to create our own imagination and do. Now here the words were there, so it was easy. So, but sometimes the words are saying something else and the dancer is doing something else. Dancer is only taken the bhav. The bhav now here is Shri Krishna is entering. He is going around, he saw, oh, this house seems like there will be butter here. So he enters there, okay. But the song is not saying that. The song is only praising Shri Krishna. But the drama that was based on this had this song. So I created this to give the bhav. So it very much depends on how a dancer depicts the scenes, how she elaborates on it. And then as she is eating, which caught by the gopi, and the gopi said that I have caught him. All the other gopis she calls, come, this one is caught here now. So naturally he says that I didn't eat. First initially he calls his friend. The mother takes and runs after him, and he is stuck in the room now, he can't go anywhere. So he shouts out to his friend, come, come, these horrible women have found me alone and they're torturing me. And then he says, stop. Why are you behaving like this with me? I was just walking on the road. Wait, I'm going to take you to my mother. Now these gopis are scared of the mother. Why? Because she is Nandaka Rani, she is the queen. They may be punished. So I'll just end with this.
নাই তুহু লবণ চুরি করিয়ে বারম্বার হামাক ভান দিয়ে যায় আহি আজ কাহা যাওব রহ রহ হামাকু হাতে পড়লি তুহারি ভাবনা দূর করব হে সখী হামার মন্দিরে সুর পখিয়ে ঠিক হামু বন্ধ করে রাখছি তুহু হব হতরে আও হামাকু হারি সুর পলাই
ধর বহি মিলি হরিক সুর আরে ধর বহি মিলি হরিক সুর মাধব কহগতি গোবিন্দ মূর মাধব কহগতি গোবিন্দ মূর আজু কাহা যাহি বলয়ে গুয়ারি
আহে সখী হব তুহু হব হতরে আও হামাক একেশ্বরে দেখিয়ে সুর বুলিয়ে বহুত জুনতা ঝগড়া করেছে
গুয়ারিনি 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 কই সন কলঙ্ক হামারি কলঙ্ক হামারি গুয়ারিনি গুয়ারিনি কই সন কলঙ্ক হামারি কলঙ্ক হামারি রাজমার্গ মোহ রাজমার্গ মোহ তীরথ বালক হব আহে কসুর গুয়ারি আরে কাহে কসুর গুয়ারি আনসুরে ধরি হরি আনসুরে ধরি হরি আবো গুরি তানহিবারা আরে তানহিবারা মাবক আগু আজু মাবক আগু আজু নিয়া ভেতা আবব বুঝতু বাত হামারা আরে বুঝতু বাত হামারা
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.